So I'm gonna make a quick profile. I went undefeated and got second place at a big case weekend tournament. I don't know. I don't understand certain things about being undefeated and still getting second place automatically. I'll explain at the end, so that way I can rant but get through the deck profile. I played Horus Centur-ion. There's minor changes to the deck for every situation that came up, and I played flawlessly. Everything I know what to hit. Playing Brazil, I knew what to hit, and Malice and everything. So it's like knowing exactly what to stop where. It's like I drew the perfect hands. I played flawlessly to be undefeated and somehow go second. But the main reason I like playing this build is because I wanted to use the horror stuff, and I love Chaos Angel and Chingy. So I wanted to build something around that, and the Centurions go around that. And while I'm also able to break boards with sphere mode, I still have hand traps, and like it's the perfect I want to say blend. So it's like I updated it and won undefeated. And certain matchups is like when I cited in my cards and I saw my side cards, amazing. They said feels good to have to draw everything you need, and I was like, yeah, it does. But I understand the frustration. So I'm playing two walls, one terraforming, three king sorks, one black flame. I love this card. It helped me win like 2 different games. Most of the games I too old everybody. 3 Msetis, Dolph Motet, Hoppy, and Protector. And that's basically it for the horror stuff. It was like it's a small package. So it's like that. The Centurion's a small package. So at least room for board breakers and hand traps. Playing aside alongside this, because the main thing I also love about the deck, aside from wanting to play with those 2 cards, is that it's Egyptian based. I want to say so. It's like Egyptian Centur-ion, because that's just how I like it. And it's playing certain cards because I'm old school. It feels wrong when I don't play with them. So I'm playing one true Sun God, and basically it's to help me search for the sphere modes. Not only that, playing against a Templi player, I get to search sphere mode going first. This says special summon monsters can attack when they're first summoned. So most of the times they'll summon the normal summon, and then he tries to special summon and they can't attack, so he can't go combo. And then if he has enough monsters, I'll just sphere mode him. Then I'm using sphere mode as a board breaker, so I'm not playing raw. So these are my board breakers. And playing against a From the Reeds player, he went first, and I waited. I tried to bait out him to summon one more monster. So I played the quick play spell for the Centurions, special summon Primera in defense mode. Then he proceeded to summon his third monster and go off. Then I sphere mode his field, and he says, "Damn, I hate sphere mode. It kills his deck." And then since sphere mode with this deck, whether it's the spell card for the Centurions or the horror stuff with the black flame and non-targeting sentence, I can clear their board with sphere mode, and then I don't have to worry about sphere mode being on the field because I can easily get rid of it and proceed to OTK. So it's like a beatdown deck kind of. And then to end with them is the 2 Ringo Worms, which is meant to you can if you go off of 2 Horuses, you can use this for Chingy for 1, then banish it from graveyard. If you synchro summon that turn, bring out another tuner, and then if you tune that tuner, the level 2 tuner, with Mseti, you get Chaos Angel, and that's a light and a dark, so he has his full protection. Then I'll leave it like this. Playing 1 Primera, 1 Alteria, 1 Trudea. Basically one of each card for the combo line. Centurion Gargoyle. 3 Oaths, so even if you sphere mode, you can go into Oath, going into full combo. And then you can summon Legaia, and it draws and non-target pops, so you can get rid of sphere mode that way too. 1 Stand Up. 1 Wake Up. And 1 Pollux. So So as you see, like I said, it's easy to make the horror stuff. It's a small package. This is meant to break boards, but it also fits the Egyptian theme. And these are my two tuners to go for them. Not only that, you can bridge them into these because if you go Chingy or Chaos Angel, which normally I go Chingy, that he's a level 10 and you can banish this from graveyard if you synchro summon that turn and get a level 2 light tuner, and then you can tune the Chingy with the tuner for a 12, go into Auxilla, and then you can search this field spell, Primera or whatever. If you already normal summon this, you can use Auxilla to search for the field spell and then continue to play from there. So it's like you can bridge them together too. So it's like I love this deck. This is my, I want to say, the love of my life deck, because I just made it and mastered it my way, and nobody's playing it like me. Now everything else is hand traps and stuff, so I went with the 2 approach because I don't want to see 3 of stuff, so I'm playing 2 Ash, 2 Ghost Ogre, and this came out perfectly. I loved it when I played it again, especially against Designator, popping Designator when it searches for the field spell and he had nothing. It's another thing I'm going to talk about. 3 Imperm because it's not once per turn, and you can use all of them, and you can set it and just bait stuff out. 3 more Charming so I can draw. I'm going first. I mean, if I went second or whatever, then I would side these out for something else, especially if when I play the Flunderies player, everything that requires special summoning from my opponent, I just took out and sided in other things. The last one is Called by the Grave. And Secret Village. This stops spell cards. Mceti's a spellcaster. Primera's a spellcaster. You can end on the level 8 synchro. It's a spellcaster, and even if your synchro stuff get removed from the field, and the level 8 spellcasters in the graveyard, it special summons itself, and it can't be destroyed by battle. So it just does so much. I love it. It's exactly 40. I wouldn't change nothing. Extra deck, Chaos Angel, Chingy, Primera, this is the card I was talking about, 2 Legea, works wonders, especially with the trap, 1 Auxilla, 1 Crimson. Then most of the time I've learned from I want to say a great friend and a mentor, whereas like I'm a great duelist in general, but then I've learned to hone that even deeper, like iron sharpens iron. So he taught me, is like, you have to play as if they have nib and certain cards in the hand, just in case they do, to play it, like put them in checkmate. So I've learned to wait patiently and play flawlessly, which is what I did today, and it showed. So it's a big shout out to him. And I sat on Crimson. I didn't go into it right away, so I wanted to see what they do. If they try to banish something from graveyard, I'll do something. If they try to destroy Chaos Angel with a card effect, I'll go into a different card. If they did nothing, and I would go into, depending on what card they'll play, go into the other card. So I say that for a reason, for options. So 1 Blazar, if they didn't do nothing, or if they set and try to pass turn. If they try to destroy Chaos Angel because it could be destroyed by spell and traps, then I would go into Cypher. This stops cards from being destroyed for the first time, and it came up a few times. So I would go into this. Chaos wouldn't be destroyed, and since he's unaffected by monsters, when they try to negate, they help protect each other. And any card that would be destroyed the first time by battle or card effect wouldn't, even though Chaos Angel has its full effect to not be, for monsters to not be destroyed by battle. But this offers a blanket protection to protect them from there. And if they try to banish something from my graveyard, my Mceti's or whatever, I would tag into Ultimate Spirit. And I guess I have Blue Eyes in a way in my deck. So this will prevent them from banishing my stuff from my graveyard. I wish it would stop stuff from banishing point blank that I control on the field and graveyard, but protecting the graveyard from being banished came in useful, and then it's an Omni Negate too, so it's like it worked wonders. Going into the Exceeds, number 90, this worked wonders on 2 duels, so I would go into Cypher Dragon, take one of their exceeds, and since it's an exceed, and it's considered a galaxy eyes monster, I would go in for free for full armor. But when I use this effect, only he can attack directly. But if they had something and they didn't, I didn't have to worry about that. I would go into full armor, pop their face up, and then go into Cypher to pop any face down. And then, depending on the threat, if they didn't have something, I would go into my other stuff. And then this detaches the Horus stuff if they were already there and brings them. I can bring them back. And then SP Little Knight. So even just clearing fields with just 2 Horus cards, I can take one of their monsters, pop a face up, pop a face down, and then link away him with their monster, summoning SP Little Knight, getting his effect to banish a 4th card. So that's like you're taking 1, popping a face up, popping a face down, and banishing a card. You can clear fields with just 2 Horus cards, and I just love this build, like I said. Side dep options, because people were staring hard and seeing what I was playing, and there was whispers, and it's like, oh, the field is crazy. So I would side in knowing the decks that I was playing, deck lockdown, and that was paired with so that they couldn't banish cards either, or cyclone it either. I drew into Imperial Iron Walls, so like they can't banish. Either one of us can't banish. And they couldn't search, and I already went full combo, or had enough with playing through their hand traps. Yeah, because he did play hand traps. So I had enough on the field to just set, play, sit on that with the monsters, and he couldn't do nothing. Past turn for like 2 turns, and it's like I just went for game. 3 Chaos Hunters. Basically for non-banishing. 3 Lances. And this card didn't come up, but it was a side deck option for games 3, just in case it went into time. And I completely forgot I had it. Ghost Sister. So the logic is, if it's going into game 3 and you want a life points difference, you can just, they special summon or something that triggers 2 special summon, you can just go into this and gain life points, and then it'll make a difference. But I completely forgot 2 duels to do that, but I still ended up winning. Even though my last opponent played so slow and people were looking, and I was saying it to the judge and whispering, I'm like, he's playing so slow, and it's like he's known for doing that. So this is the ranting part. And I was undefeated. Towards the end, the two last games, the way they said that they ranked it was there was a few undefeated people, but I was paired with somebody who I was paired down. So the way they said it works is I played against somebody who had a game lost when I was undefeated. So that automatically puts me in a position where it's like I went undefeated, but I got 2nd place. Instead of saying, hey, there's 2 people that are undefeated, let them play for, I would assume, for 1st place. There's like, no, the way the system works is you automatically get 2nd place, even though you're undefeated, because you got paired down. And I was like, that's not fair. And I was going off, and people were saying the same thing. And it was like, I've never heard of that. It was like, it could have been a top 4 playoff, or if just me and that other person was undefeated, let us play it out. I didn't care about the prizing. I was like, I just wanted to showcase my deck, and I caught people off guard, and it's like I played flawlessly and just dominated with the deck I love. And the last opponent was even slow playing, where I had the field. He was playing so slow. I dominated game 1. He did win game 2. We went into game 3, and I went first, and I had everything to answer. He was playing Brazil with Kashtira, and the field I had and the hand traps I had, it was like 1 minute left, and he's saying thinking. It's like, thinking of what? I got rid of his whole hand. I depleted his hand. He had nothing. I destroyed his field. He had nothing. Mseti, Ghost Ogre, destroyed the Veil. Then he got rid of my King Sark, which caused Mseti to send his other card to graveyard. Recycle 2 with Hoppy, and Protector says you can't attack. And then it's like he just kept saying thinking when he had nothing. He had no graveyard effects. He had no monsters on the field. He had no cards in hand. And then it's like light points is tied. And there was like, oh, game, timing around. And it's like I had three Horus cards on the field, King Sark, and a hand trap. He had no field, no graveyard effects, no hand. And it's like, why did you do that? And everybody was saying the same thing. It's like I could have drew, enter battle, attack for game, because Dolphin gains 1,200 for each horse on the field, including himself. So he was 36. M steady, and the other one is like that's game by itself. But the fact that he was just thinking, and then people are like, oh, he's known for slow playing. Is like on top of that, and then it's like people are like, just give him the game because it doesn't matter. He had game, and then he was like, all right, fine, that's game. You got this. And it's like I was undefeated, even with that little mismatch. And then saying, hey, all right, is there another round? There's like, no, because you got matched down. You are just in second place position, and that's it. The tournament's over. I got a bunch of packs, which I posted a picture. And yeah, I never even knew that was a thing, that if you got paired down and you're undefeated, you can't reach first place if somebody else went undefeated and they only played against more undefeated players. Like, I never knew that was a thing. But moving forward, it is what it is. I still got second place, which is an accomplishment by itself. I played flawlessly. Thank the Naish. Fucking love you, brother. And I've learned to, iron sharpens iron and go from there. And I can't say nothing else. It's like an accomplishment by itself, and I won my first time ever winning one of these. So, yeah, going forward, I'm going to play Blue Eyes. I want to have fun with the deck. I love this deck, but I also like a challenge. So, like, I'm trying to figure out the algorithm for Blue Eyes, and I want to make it my way. And I'm the only person that figured out how to summon 2 Magias in one turn, or for 3 cards. And yeah, I just want to play with Blue Eyes and go from there. Magia is a beast card by itself. Yeah, thanks for listening. Sorry if I ranted too much, but it's an accomplishment, and I love it. I wish I pulled the chase card I'm looking for, and the only card I'm looking for is Dragon Master Lords. And unfortunately, it seems like it's another Magia situation. And I want that to play in this deck, because you can use 2 level 12 synchros, which is easy to make in this deck, to go into Master Lords. And then Master Lords has a piercing effect, can be targeted or destroyed by card effects. And if you have 25 or more cards in your graveyard, it pierces. It's 5,000. Not only that, you can detach a material from it, special summon any monster from the extra deck. As long as that card doesn't have restrictions, it doesn't negate its effect, so you can cheat out Magia with it. And then it's like, I can play this deck with Magia, which I love, and then that's 2 5,000 hitters on the field. So even if you went, and with no restrictions, if you went into the combo with Auxilla and Lega, then you can use both of them to go into Dragon Master Lords, detach, use it to go into Dragon Master Magia, and then that's 5,000, 5,000. One can be targeted or destroyed by card effects. The other one has 3 negates, and just go from there. So that's what I'm planning to do. I just have to get my hands on a Dragon Master Lord, and right now it's inflated, so like 200, and it's extremely hard to pull, just like Magia, and it's only a QCR, so that's my new dilemma. So it's like annoyed that I can't play my ideas in my head to the max because of this. Annoyed. But thanks a lot for everybody who helped me, people who lucked out and hooked me up with cards I wanted, and trade fairly, and teaching me to non-stop play consistently, preparing for regionals and YCSs. And if there is a regional or anything coming up, I might go with this deck, but I will be working on Blue Eyes. And if I can make Blue Eyes as just like I'm comfortable with this, then I'll go from there. Laters. Much love. Play what you love what you play, and just do what you love. As long as you're not hurting nobody, just go from there. Laters.